Hello everybody, this is Josie from Daydreamer Designs and I am here to finally share with you my completed version of the Plant Kindness Journal from Cheaply Chic. I am on the design team and I want to say that I had the best time working in this journal. What Lynnette does is she releases a kit every, I don't know, month, 6 weeks-ish. And I've already received my next one in the mail, so this video needs to get up there so that everybody can see what I was able to do. I am struggling with a cold, so if my voice sounds a little off, now you know why. I just got back from camping with my family last week and then ended up with this silly cold, and really is frustrating for me because I have so many videos to film and get put up, and I was hoping to do that before I go back to school, but today was my first day back, so I didn't quite hit the mark there, but still I'm excited. So first of all, I want to share, like, this is a chunky monkey, but I'm really excited about it. I'm planning to use this journal for, I guess, a type of gratitude journal for myself, a place to collect quotes that really, you know, resonate with me, to collect thoughts of the good things in my day. So I'm really excited to start writing in here and collecting those little mementos. So before I open the journal, I just want to show you, I really went to town with the kit. So these are what I have left from Lynnette's kit that I haven't incorporated into my journal yet. So I think I did really good. I have the blue glassine bag. It's kind of a blue-green color, and I love it, and it doesn't quite fit in there, but I'm still hoping to use it in some way as I go along. I always have extra little goodies and treasures, so I'll have a place to tuck those. And then this is it. This is all the things that I didn't use. So I think that I did really well. If you watched my video of the release, you would see how many amazing goodies she included. So the fact that all I'm left with is a couple of pieces of the wallpaper, a couple of little tags, little tag there. Again, this is just going to be a cute little bag that I can use to tuck inside there when I'm done. I don't know if you can tell, but it has a really pretty floral print on it. A little bit of the cute little wax paper, piece of the scrapbook paper, and like, seriously, this is it. So I'm psyched. No wonder I have such a chunky journal. I really enjoyed using all the stuff that came in the kit. So let's get to it. This was the ribbon closure, and I just kept it for that because it's so fat. I thought it would just be a really good way to keep everything in there. So you can just take it right off. I didn't attach it at all. On the front cover, I just left it as is, and I used her little tassel supplies to make this cute little bulldog clip that clips onto the front cover. Has some really pretty little goodies on there, so you can just clip that off when you're working inside. So let's get started. In the inside cover, I made a pocket. This is just a little clipping from a magazine, and I had gotten this cute little sheet of printable word quotes from, I believe it was Natasha from Treasure Books has that. So I printed that because I really liked a lot of the little sayings. In the front, I used her math card. I just decoupaged on top, and I added some tea-dyed paper on the back for journaling. This was from the mini Masterboard that I made, and I just sewed on it and made it into a tag. I was using a new sewing machine, so I didn't have the tension quite right, but I really liked how it ended up turning out. So there's that. So I did a little bit of stamping. I used one of the tickets as a as a tab on the page, and then I just put a little snippet on there to decorate it on the other side. I left, you know, a fair bit of blank in here because I really want to use it for writing and maybe some pictures, gluing. This is the stationery page that she had in there, so on the other side I just made a corner pocket, and then I used her little CD case, or CD envelope, I guess. It's mini, so I glued that onto the guest check so I can write on this side, and in here I just have a little journaling card, and I love how you can see the flowers through the window. So there's that. I use this, I don't know what this is. It's like kind of like butcher paper, and I had found a couple of cute poems that I liked, so that's what I used that for. Little washi tape. And then on this side, it was music paper that you can write your own music, and I covered it with a vintage page from a plant book, and I actually glued it to the tea-dyed page and made a little pocket here where I stuck this. So some people used this, I'm sure, for layering or decorating, but I kept it as is because I actually really like doing word find, and I thought on days when I'm not particularly inspired, maybe I just want to work on a word search. So I tucked that into the pocket. And then over here I kind of did the same thing. This was just a yellow notebook page that came out to about here, so I folded it in once to make it a little thicker, and then I just glued it so it would be a tuck spot. And I made just a simple little tag using, this was a vintage seed label that she had included as a bonus, and I thought it was really pretty, so that's in there. And I have another page tab. I just did some stamping on there, and then on this side I made a snippet, just a little bit of burlap and some of that butcher paper, a little bit of stamping. On this side I glued down one of the glassine bags, and then I just tucked this in there. This is just a tag that was included in the kit, and this is, I thought it would be a good bookmark. It was just made from the Masterboard that I had created in one of my past videos. I can link that down below. And then I just made a little snippet there and did some stamping. Stamping on this side, and I used one of her washi stickers on the page because I thought it was really pretty, and I didn't want to overdo it because I really love her heart paper, so I didn't want to hide that because I plan to do some journaling in the hearts. I used one of her little envelopes that she included, and I made a tag. So this cutout was from a magazine, but this mason jar was included in the kit, so I just glued that down, and then I used one of these little tags and just glued that on top, and I put some tea-dye paper so I can journal on it. So I was pretty impressed with how this kit kind of forces you to be creative, especially if you're trying to work from the kit. So I glued some pretty ribbon or lace on there, and this is just a safety pin with a little bead that I had in my own stash. So this is one of my favorites because I used the wallpaper sample that she sent. It was very brittle because it's vintage, and I just made a little extra writing journal in there. And I also, when the kit or the journal came, on the front cover she had these flowers tucked in, but I knew that they would not stick in there. I'm a little bit rough, so I added that to a paper clip so that it would stick out the top and also hold my little mini journal in there. And then this is just a little bag that she had in the journal, and I used it to put the labels that she had included. I didn't write on them yet, but I plan to. Also, she included some really cool book pages that I knew I couldn't bear to chop up. So this one I just stitched onto a piece of tea-dyed paper for extra writing, and then I didn't have to cut it up, so I really like that. And then on this side I just left it blank, and I have the bookmark that she always includes in the kit tucked in there. I didn't tape it in because I plan to move it around. So there's some more writing paper. I just did a little bit of light stamping on there, add a little interest there too. And then this is a book page that was in here, and I thought about covering it, but it actually has some very interesting gardening tips, so thank you for that, Lynnette. I really love flower gardening, so I just left that. See, it just talking about different shrubs and stuff. This is the tag that she includes, so I just tied a little ribbon on there, and I stitched some of my dyed paper onto that so that I can use that also for extra writing space. On this side, another one of those washi stickers that she included, very pretty. And then I left the center blank because I have some plans of what I want to include, and I also wanted to leave some pages with enough room on them that I could possibly glue down some little somethings that I find, quotes maybe. This page was really fun. So I paper clipped a tassel that I made using some of the stuff in the kit. And then this was a page in the journal, but this here that says future plans, this was just a sheet that she included, but I loved it because first of all, it has these really pretty illustrations on there, but also it had lined paper on the inside, which I thought was great. So I ended up gluing that down onto this page. So this is not actually sewn into the book. This is something that I added extra. I just put a little ribbon or lace on there so that it's easy to open and close, make it pretty. This also was a little, I'm not even sure what it was called, maybe for clocking your mileage. And I used the doily on there and the playing card that she included, and I ended up making just a little folder, which will be handy because when I pull from my stash the things that I want to include in here, I have a place to store those. So these are just some pretty flower images that were on a book page that she had included, and got an extra tag, and then this tag I made using the stuff that she had provided so that I could have some more things to write on. And then I just tuck that in there. On the back side, I glued the other side of this page to there to make a pocket, because if you watched my reveal video, you would know that I was very excited to receive this book page in particular, and again, I didn't want to cut it, at least not yet, so I thought that was a treasure I could keep in there. This was a seed packet that she had included, and what happened was the bottom flap was left open and the top was glued, and I didn't want it to be upside down, so I ended up gluing the bottom flap and then just opening the top so that I could store stuff in there. So this was a tag she included in the kit, and this is a tag that I made using the supplies that she had in there. So it was simple, but at least I got to keep my seed packet intact, and it's usable when I'm ready to use my journal. So there's another one of those little tags that she had included, and I just backed it using some of that Masterboard because it kept it from being too floppy. And then on this side I just made a little snippet with some pretty flowers because this is kind of like a garden themed journal. So I left this blank for journaling, this blank for journaling, and then I glued down the envelope that she had included in the kit, and she also included a piece of stationery paper in there, and I just left it because I thought maybe it could be a note to future Josie. On this side, I included this card, also a part of the kit, and I thought it was really nice, so I just left it as is. I inked the edges a little, and then I made a cool little pardon me, a cool little bag. Now I've gotten it stuck on here, but it's a cool little bag using that butcher paper that she had included. All I did was just stitched around the edges, and then what did I load it with? Oh, I've got one of the tags that she included and a tag that I made. So this is Masterboard too. A little Masterboard goes a long way. And this is just one of the paper clips that she included, and I just put a snippet of the yarn that was in the kit on there. So there's the other side of that bag, more labels. And this too, I just clipped on because this is more of that heart paper that I just don't want to destroy. So I just made a little "this book belongs to" tag, and I just put a little jewel on there to pretty it up. So I really had fun making something that's just for me this time. I've not ever done that, so I was really excited. This is a vintage card that I had in my stash. I actually have a set of them, and I want to include them the next time I make a kit, but I really wanted to keep one for myself. So that, and this is a sticker I had on some burlap just to kind of break up the floral there. Blank for writing. I used a little washi, and I made a little page tab there and on this side. And then here, this also was just a book page that was in the journal kit, and I just glued it on that yellow writing paper. And inside, oh, I made a little booklet from the weekly time record that she had included. This also was in the kit. I have these in my stash. This is from the kit. Just a lot of layering, and I actually left the inside blank because I thought it was the perfect spot for writing, you know, quotes that I like, things like that, maybe things to be grateful for. And then on the back I glued just a book page for layering, and the little mini glassine bag, and then I just used her claim check that she had included. And actually this little blue tab is off here. It's from one of these, and it too is just a tiny little pocket. So I included this little quote, "How amazing to see life unfold," which is a reminder that I think we all can use. So that just tucks in there. And then this is the other half of that music paper, so I just put some washi, a sticker of mine, and I left the other side blank. Here I layered on some music paper that was in my own stash, and some pretty lace ribbon, and one of the washi stickers, and then I just did a little stamp that I had. And on this side is a snippet that is also made from everything in the kit. This is Masterboard underneath, and it's actually a little tuck space, but I left it empty because I have lots to tuck in here, even though it's already fat. This is more of that kind of butcher paper, but I just left it as is because it's actually a really good little board to put sticky notes and stuff, and I live by sticky notes. So now on this side is that stationery fold out that she included. Left that blank, and then this was a journal card, postcard that she included. So I had this stamp that we had received on a letter in the mail, so I liked it. I love sunflowers, so I pulled that off, and then I just did a little stamping on there, and I glued down a little die cut that I had so that it would, you know, stick out the top of the journal. I really wanted to make this fun for me to flip through whenever I opened it. Now on this side, when I did that Masterboard, it was an old mini file folder, so I just cut it to size so that it would run down the page, and I put a little die cut on there, and I've got some lace ribbon on the back. And then, because my journal's so chunky, I actually made myself a writing board, which is super handy. And this is a tassel that I made using all the little goodies that she had included for making tassels. If you're not familiar, if you're new to junk journaling, the writing board will just give me a solid surface. So if I want to write in here, just place that underneath and it gives me a nice flat surface to write on. And this card, oh, it's laminated. I think I got it out of an old wallpaper sample book. So I just leave that at the back of the journal to use whenever I decide to write. And in the back, I've got my library pocket, my letter from Lynnette, and I just put some washi tape on the library card. And I've got a little snippet up there. So that's it. That is the end of my plant kindness journal. And if you enjoyed that, then I hope you check my channel, because next up is the new smooth sailing collection, and I'm really excited to work in there. I have so many ideas. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.